gonna start off today going to the gym, work out some back and biceps, wearing one of my favorite tanks that my buddy Jake got me back at home about, I don't know, 14 years ago. So let's get to it. Boom! Polish a fat turd. Here are a little flimsy, but it works. Is that blood? We even have an outdoor balcony out here in the upstairs. Check this out. Just like Venice Beach. A little bit too much. I need to really step it up. Well, I just got back from the gym and had a nice fresh shower. So man, that was such a hot, sweaty gym. It's like a non-air conditioned sweatshop in there. I've never sweat so much in my life working out. But first world problems, right? I'm going to start work now. So I'm getting ready to go to dinner, and then my cousin Nguyen is going to drive me to a bridge to take a picture of the Saigon skyline. So I'm kind of preparing my equipment here. I got a Sony camera, my tripod, and I bring this wide angle converter. And then I've got my bag here with another camera, my Olympus. So I might try to take pictures with that too, just for shits and giggles. Okay, so I'm here on a bridge in Saigon, and I'm going to show you guys how to take a picture of the skyline here. We have the beautiful downtown skyline in the background with the Bitexco Tower on the left with the lighted top, the tallest tower in Saigon. And I'm going to show you how I set up my camera. So right now I'm using a Sony A7R2. Make sure it's turned on here. You can see the display, and I'm going to walk you through what I do. First thing I do is I make sure it's on full manual. So I've already framed it here on the tripod, so I get most of the city in here. This has 42 megapixels, so I can always crop it down if I need to. But what I'm going to do is, the first thing I do is make sure it's all the way down to its base native ISO, which in this case is 100. And the reason why you want to lock that down at the lowest ISO is because you want the best quality. And since we're dealing with non-moving subjects here, we don't need to jack up the ISO for exposure, and we can just mess around with shutter speed. The next thing I want to do is I probably want to adjust my aperture, and I'm using the 28mm f2.0 lens, and I'll probably go f16 for a deep depth of field. Now it's very dark, so I will, oops, it's the wrong knob. I'm going to lower my shutter speed way down. I'm going to try 15 seconds and then 20 seconds slow shutter. And that should light it up pretty good. I'm shooting raw here. And this way, well, maybe I'll try 20 seconds. That's the nice thing about mirrorless electrical viewfinders. You can kind of see what you are going to get. And I'm also on manual focus. So I kind of picked a spot in the distant background and I'm going to try to focus. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a time release of 2 seconds. So this way my hands are away from the camera to prevent any type of extra shutter vibration. And let's take a test shot. And it's processing. It'll probably take another 10 seconds or so to process this thing. And let's take a peek. And let's zoom in on this thing. You might not see it too well on the phone here. I kind of missed the focus here. So I'm going to try again, and it's a touch dark. I'm going to go to 25 seconds. And let's see if I can nail the focus a little bit more on here. I think that should do it. And let's check out the results. In and much sharper. I think we nailed it here. So very nice. And I can bring back some of the highlights and the shadow stuff in raw. Like I said, I don't mess around with multiple exposures. I'm just too lazy to do that. I just want to get it done and go home and do the processing. Okay, I'm back. This time I put my Olympus EPL5, which is going on 5 years old now, I think, with the old Panasonic 14mm Pancake 2.8 lens. And I'm just going to show you that taking a picture with a micro four thirds camera, you're still going to get great results. I don't really understand these really petty arguments of, like, you know, small sensors versus large sensors. I mean, yeah, there are some differences, but you really have to look for them. Anyway, back to the point. I'm on manual here on my EPL5, manual focus, manual mode. And this is roughly the same field of view. It's 28mm equivalent. And the first thing I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to set the ISO all the way down to its native base for best quality. In this case, it's 200 for the micro four thirds cameras. And I'm going to set the aperture, which is, I don't know, I usually stick to 7.1 is good enough for this. I get pretty sharp results off of that. And then the shutter speed, I'm going to slow it way down. And we're going to try 15-20 seconds again. Now I picked 15 to 20 seconds. That's not a hard rule. That's more like a baseline. It's more like just to get you started somewhere, and then you can always adjust from there. Let's try 15. It looks pretty good. Now I'm going to turn the focus here. Doing this, so I got to put my shutter timer on my shutter delay. I'm going to do 2 seconds again. And here we go. I'm going to probably have to crop in a little bit just because of the aspect ratio, and this is a prime lens. Okay, let's look at the results. I don't know if you probably can't see that on the phone camera here. It's all washed out. Maybe you can see better there. It's looking quite nice. Maybe a touch too bright. I might actually take another shot, but maybe go 10 seconds. Now, you know what? I'm going to go 13 seconds because raw files come out a little darker than what I see on the display here. Zoom in a little bit here. Results look pretty stunning. Okay, I'm out of here.